What's up, you guys? This is your homeboy Josh, and for today, I'm going to be teaching you on how you could actually do proper budgeting as a small business owner. Now, to give you a clear understanding, why do I see myself fit creating this video? It's because even though I'm not a small business owner, I have a lot of people surrounding me. I have friends and even family who are small business owners, and actually some of them own some medium-sized businesses, and I get to talk to them almost all of the time, which is why I am confident that I could share some tips as somebody who already knows this area. Now, just to start things off, why do we need to know the importance of budgeting as a small business owner? First is because you want to have a good foundation of your financial health. You want to make sure that everything in your finances are aligned because, again, budgeting is the backbone of a business. Without budgeting, your business will crumble to pieces and your effort is wasted. Now, second is having a good understanding of importance of budgeting in business is it gives you and it equips you with a good decision making tool. Now, you could do strategic decisions, and it wouldn't be hard for you to somehow, put some money to upgrade this, put some money to purchase a new equipment or a new tool that would somehow upgrade your business. The last one is risk management, and this is very important because risk management is one of the biggest factors why small businesses usually fail. Because when a person doesn't know his risk management or he doesn't know his or her risk management, it usually leads to decisions that somehow is not clear to the business owner, but it actually puts the whole business and even the whole finance that he or she has into risk. And we don't want that because if you have good risk management, you could actually get good understanding of the potential financial risks that you are gonna approach, and also it allows you to plan very good contingency plans for your business to thrive and survive in the business world. Now, let's go to the steps in creating an effective budget. So first, you want to make sure that you have your past financial data. So why is this important? Because in this data, it is provided that you could analyze your past performance. So you would know your income, your expenses, and profit margins of your past performance. And also, it gives you a very good overview at the trends that your business or your spending has. Okay, so in that you could identify patterns that can help you predict future performance, just like in trading. Now, the second is you want to set clear financial goals. And you want to make sure that there are short financial goals and long term financial goals. Why are these important? Because as simple as, let's just say, as simple as life goes, you want to make sure that your day is planned. You have a schedule for that day, and you have a long-term schedule. Like for today, I'm going to be doing the step 1 of this process, and then tomorrow I'm going to be doing the step 2, so that by the end of the week I could have my goal reached or achieved. So you want to have realistic short-term and long-term goals for your business. So this one, one very good example of this is, for example, you own a small cafe. Now, in that cafe, your short-term goal is to somehow get get this range of profit in a day. Okay, so you want to up your profit a bit. So you would be executing maybe some social media marketing. You would be maybe purchasing new stuff for your cafe, new machines or whatever. So that's the short-term goal. And even those are short-term goals. Actually, long-term goals could be rooting or could be based off those decisions. For example, you purchase a machine. All right, so you purchase a machine for your cafe for the short-term goal that it upgrades the aesthetic of the cafe, and most probably it could bring in a lot more customers and stuff. But the long-term goal in purchasing that machine is to offer a broader range of drinks. All right, so it's somewhat mixed, but it's very easy to understand. Now, next, you want to estimate your income. First, project revenue. So, based on past data and market analysis that you have, and also um, including rather, including external factors that also affect your income, you can project your expected revenue. But make sure that you are still realistic and consider seasonal variations and market conditions. Like for example, you wouldn't expect your um, expected revenue. You wouldn't set it at a high level if you're a restaurant and it's frequently raining in your area. Like people rarely go out of their homes. You shouldn't expect a high profit on that day or that week. So always keep in mind that you should be realistic. Now, second, you want to diversify income streams. Why? Because um, even even if we move out from the business world, let's just say you're a citizen who works a 9 to 5. Even those people who work 9 to 5 jobs look for sidelines or look for some side jobs just to have multiple income streams. And why is that? Because they want security, and they want something that somehow um, gives them extra income on top of what they are already earning. If you come to think of it, one good example for this that I could say is that one of my friends owns a pharmacy. All right, and this pharmacy doesn't just sell medicines. They also sell um, they also sell sodas. They also sell some snacks and stuff. If you think about it, that I mean, a pharmacy shouldn't sell that, right? Because a pharmacy should sell medicines. But why do they do that? It's because they want to have multiple income streams. So that's how you do it. All right. I think a lot of businesses already do that nowadays, and somehow somehow it's even visually easy to understand, like what the effect of having multiple income streams if you are a business owner. Now, next, you want to plan for fixed and variable expenses. So what are these? Expenses are like rent, salaries, insurance, loan payments, and these are relatively predictable and constant. All right, because usually you pay salaries monthly, you pay loans monthly, you pay rent monthly, and all of that. So you could actually include there the bills, like electric bills, the water bills, and other bills that are charged monthly, yearly, or whatever that is, given that it is easy to predict and constant. Now, the variable expenses, those are the things that fluctuate. All right. So, in here, it could be raw materials and marketing expenses. And these are the things that actually, um, that change over time. Maybe in this month you don't spend too much on marketing, and then on the next month you spend a lot. So you want to monitor this closely, because these are the things that actually and um, almost get out of hand easily, because you don't actually see a fixed expenditure. You see it going up and going down from time to time, and this actually affects the budget in a very how do I say this, in a very like in a very large way that you don't notice. So you want to monitor these closely so that you won't be you won't be somehow overspending on these things, because that's the usual cases that happens. Next, you want to allocate funds for contingencies. Now, this is involved with risk management. Why? Because first, you want to have an emergency fund. All right. you want to set aside a portion of your budget for unexpected expenses or emergencies, and this acts as a financial cushion. For example, again, the pharmacy that my friend owns, the emergency fund that he has is to somehow, just in case, repair the medicine storage, the cold medicine storage, if ever it breaks down. He also has emergency funds to purchase stocks from another supplier if ever he runs out of medicines. Now, if you would just give that a look, that's very easy to understand, because you want to keep your business running. And if you want to keep your business running, you make sure that your inventory is filled, that your services are always up to par or always at its best. So that's why you want to have an emergency fund. And now, before you do that, before you can actually do that, you want to have frequent, or not, maybe not frequent, but consistent risk assessment. So you want to regularly assess risk and adjust your contingency fund accordingly, because we cannot predict emergencies, which is why risk assessment, consistent risk assessment, is a really good move if you want to keep your business secure and keep your business going. Now, I have some tips for you in budgeting as a small business owner. So the first one, use budgeting tools and software. This is very obvious. A lot of software out there, a lot of tools out there are already provided for budgeting, not just for business owners, even for students. There are budgeting tools for that. I tell you guys, you won't be regretting your decision if you get those, because it absolutely helps when you do budgeting with tools and software, because it makes everything easier, it makes everything faster, and it can even give you deeper insights into your plans. Next, separate business and personal finances. Okay, so on this one, to be honest with you, I already saw a business that failed because he didn't separate his personal funds from business funds. So basically, this person owned a small retail store. It's actually that's the common term for it, but in our country, it's just called a simple store. Now, what happened was he overspent the budget, that the profit that the store was giving him was not separated with his personal budget. So what happened was, he kept living a luxurious life using the budget that he had. And due to the funds being unified, he didn't actually see that the money was already gone, and he couldn't keep the store running, which is why he was forced to close it. And sadly, now he's back to a 9 to 5 job. So it's sad, but you should really avoid that. So keep your budget separate for business and for personal. Third, you also want to consult with financial experts. So this might be rare here in our country, but it absolutely helps when you talk to people who are experts in this field, because they could give you tricks. They could give you better tips. They could give you knowledge that you don't even have right now, even if you're a business owner already. And that will absolutely help you in growing and keeping your business secure in the coming years. Now, the fourth tip that I have is you want to stay disciplined and consistent. Why is that? Because discipline and consistency are actually the keys to succeeding in almost everything. Um, if you recall, when you were still studying, that's one of the most effective advices that I've ever had. You just want to stay disciplined and consistent. When you have those two, you would actually you could actually succeed over almost anything. And that goes the same with business. I mean, if you're a person who owns a business, you're disciplined, you're consistent with what you're doing, most probably your business is gonna keep running for years to come, and your business would be absolutely growing. Now, the fifth tip that I could give you: educate yourself continually. As I say always, do not forget to upskill. If you see an opportunity to learn, then go for it. Especially that there are a lot of free courses roaming around in the internet, and even free seminars and webinars. Attend if you have time, and always make sure that you are learning. You keep yourself updated, because there are things that change, and a lot of those things are in the business sector actually. For example, there was one famous chicken store here in our here in our city, and they have failed to innovate. They have failed to keep themselves updated to the current trends, which is why when they got left out too much, they had um, they no longer had the strength to push through, to innovate. Okay, so by the time those fast food giants like McDonald's have already gone through next level ordering systems, better menus, better recipes, and all that, they already were really going to file for bankruptcy and closing down the business, which was sad because the recipe for their fried chicken was really good. And take note, they are not a fast food, but yeah, it was just sad because because of the simple fact that they failed to innovate, their business closed down. So I don't want that to happen with you guys. So actually, those are the best steps that you could take in budgeting as a small business owner. Now, there could be a lot more advices out there on the internet. Please don't be shy to check them all out. As again, I tell you, educate yourself continually so that you are up to date with what's new, what can you do, what are the new options, what are the new tricks and tips. Because keeping yourself educated, being disciplined and consistent in what you do, also accepting words from people who are experts in that field, and having that right mindset of separating your personal budget and your business budget, and lastly, using technology as your partner in growing your business, then absolutely your budgeting will be smooth and your business is sure to grow and continue for years to come. This is your homeboy Josh. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace out.